where we got to at this point and why Blaze and I are, please go subscribe to Off the Grid. Thank you, sweet Nessie. If you haven't gone to subscribe to Off the Grid yet, please go subscribe on our YouTube. We have been a little slacking on creating the content because we've received so much new information, so much new footage. And to be honest, it's really quite disturbing. One of the things that we're going to address as far as this panel that I Speak and Patrick got going on about the dude that is the pedo or what predator, that is organized chaos. We just heard how Patrick said that he gave him grace. He gave him too many chances. And then he goes into, and you have an alleged grape or whatever, right? To that same person. So Patrick, you fucking knew that he had this activities going on in his life or whatever the fuck y'all are trying to do. It ain't gonna work, okay? We're gonna go back because a lot of what we're uncovering happened during the pandemic, a little bit before, but mainly during the pandemic, right? And it involves a lot of military personnel, ex-military personnel, people they recruited, but mainly the bulk of it is, I'd say 90% of the people involved in what we're uncovering is military or ex-military. There's some stragglers out there, some recruits, if you will, that were involved. And like I said, once I knew the truth about I Speak and then Patrick, and like, again, when like Polisa says, if you take Polisa out of the equation, you can tell by their activities on this app, Patrick, I Speak, Cuban, Kappa, all of them, sexual deviants, sexual predators, rapists. And it's only a matter of time before not just those activities come out with all their victims, but also the activities of scamming, the GoFundMes, the wire transfers, the social security cards. Just like Kappa said, Tanya, you got people out here throwing away their phones. That ain't gonna help y'all at this point. If you're involved, you're gonna be caught. Y'all had a whole ring going on of egregious activities out here against my community. Y'all were taken from your own community. And then, I said, like, the activities that go on behind the scenes is 10 times worse. The cover-up that's going on behind the scenes is on, like, you see the panel tonight, right? Then you saw the panel last night with Cuban, right? All these fucking panels going up, all this organized chaos going on. And just picking at information that regurgitated information over and over again. And that's how they keep this chaos going. And one of those things back then was the Daddy's Girls cult with Angela. Now, if you remember back then, if you were around back then with the Daddy's Girl cult, you know that I Speak and Patrick and on Karen were heavily involved in trying to expose Angela. Karen even called the police on Angela, like she does. Now, mind you, Angela is a predator, and ain't no motherfucking way that shit's coming back on here. That's on that. And anybody that entertains it will be exposed as well. I'm going to show a couple of videos as it relates to I Speak, because my focus is on I Speak and making sure that his predatory ass and Patrick and everybody else that we've been talking about whether TikTok deplatforms them or their reputation deplatforms them, or they get arrested, whichever comes quickest. But I'm going to continue to do what the fuck I do and uncover truth after truth after truth as it relates to protecting my community. Because ain't no motherfucking way. You could bring out my criminal record all you want. I ain't taking from my fucking community. So there's that. And when I see, all these crackers out here, politicians, all that, they steal from our community. They've been stealing from us for centuries, right? When our people do it to ourselves, y'all are fucking coons. And everybody involved is going to be exposed. Everybody's going to be exposed if you were part of taking from our community. So I'm going to turn the camera around because we're going to go back. Because I had a live, and I don't know if y'all remember the live that I did where I was going over the Daddy's Girls cult and Angela and the footage, the videos that I Speak posted. He wasn't speaking in an awareness type of way. He was speaking in a way like competition with her type of way. And then he made some posts about some other like within the LGBTQ community. But we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you this because this video.
Let's get ready to run.
This video was October 31st, 2021. Right? So at the same time that the essay happened to Police of the God, I Speak was going along, he was, trying to get his check mark. His ego was huge. He was traveling a lot. But this particular incident, this particular era of Angela's Girls, the day after he essayed Polisa, and whilst he was there at the protest, this was going on because there's a couple videos that were on the 30th as well. So when you think about the dynamic of this platform and how bad he wants his check mark, and how much money they've been making off this app, not just on from TikTok, but also from scamming the community and his involvement with T. Nathan and the Social Security cards and the wire fraud and all that type of stuff. This is over a year ago, the footage I'm going to show you. Hey, Believe the Victim. Hey, Honey Bun. I like that. Because I love me some honey buns. You warm it up just right. Oh, God, good stuff. All right, so I'm going to show you this footage. Because one thing that's not going to happen is another organized chaos with... Anywho. Let's get into first, let's go back. Let's go back in time to when I Speak in Angela. He needed Angela gone because Angela was taking his audience and his money. So let's get to it. Prior to this, so if you go, and this is the only time, matter of fact, I'll show you the video that I'm talking about before I show this. That's good. A feather flock together, predators, right? So something happened between them behind the scenes for this to happen. The only problem with what they do is they do the same thing over and over again. The problem with that is so has white supremacy for 500 years, right? So they're learning it from the one, like I said, it's mainly military. So they're oathed in to white supremacy. Like you literally sign your name and your life over to white supremacy. No, I've already looked it up, Diamond. I know who he is and I know what this is all about. And Blaze and I will look into the validity of the charges. What I want y'all to do, and I know this is hard because there are people on this app that don't give a fuck and will commission themselves. Monetary. Is that it? Is that how you say it? Monotonization? Because I got a list, so I know it might not be app correct. I don't know either. Monotonize. Sounds good to me. Monetization. I'll still say it wrong because I got this list. Monotonization. Go ahead and clip this. Monotonization. They're trying to get paid. Well, they're getting paid. Like the one that you were talking about with the 14-year-old, he will. My computer is so disrespectful. It just cut off on me. Plug in for the server on my laptop. It's been fucking up. Hold on, y'all. It's coming back up. I guess it was just tired and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reboot my damn self. Monetization. I say it. There we go. A lot of women all behind the scenes is trying to get away from shit. You can't get away from it. You fucked over my community. You're all deep involved. Whew. So we're going to get into that footage tomorrow of T. Nathan and how the women organize stuff. Because you know there's a lot of women out here like the Petty Rose. That, you know, I'm not fold. Okay, Petty Rose. Got yourself caught the fuck up, didn't you? You better go talk to baby daddy and let him know what the fuck you've been doing behind the scenes. Because your hands are all up and through. And that's why you were so shook when you got that call from that government agency. Yeah. Sure is. So, y'all got 15 more minutes with me. And we're going to